about ready to roll. Oil pressure's 36, which is great. Temps at 48. That's fine. I will... Yeah, it'll have plenty of time here to warm up. From 48, 49. It's gotta be at 75 before I take off. Alright, 123, and then I'm already on the tower from Grant County since I flew over there last night and got fuel. Alright, voltage is good, things are charging up. Windsock is limp. So I can take off whichever direction I want, so I'll take off in the direction I want to go. It's 7:30. I was thinking I'd take off at 7, but had to do some checking on a TFR. It was actually just a note I discovered. Posted it on flights above the Pacific Northwest, but I don't know if anybody replied. Probably they did, but I don't know. But I called my sister and she taught me a couple things and we figured out what that was. And it was just a heads up that there are going to be firefighting exercises around 27W, Lake Wenatchee. So there'll be people in that area fiddling around. So I need to keep an eye out for them. But it doesn't mean I can't land there. So that was what I was concerned about, because I do want to land there. I do want to land. Alright, here we go. Moses Lake traffic. Silverlost Compass taking off 3-4. We'll be making a left turn out to the northwest. Moses Lake. Alright, yep, we're up at 82. Oil pressure's good, the temp's good. Haven't hurt anybody. Don't see anybody. And I'll contact Grant County shortly after I lift off. Darren said he'd be here at 7:30. It's 7:39. I don't see him. Switch to Grant County. Grant County Tower, Luscombe 1813 Kilo. Just took off from the Municipal Airport. Would like to transition to the northwest.
Luscombe 1813 Kilo, Grant County Tower. Transition approved. Altimeter 3013. Good morning.
3013, thank you, Luscombe 1813 Kilo. There we go, 3013. And it's important to read back the altimeter because that's critical for aircraft separation. So when a tower gives you altimeter, read it back. And the plane will want to bank left for the next probably hour or more because I'm on the left side and the tanks are both full. The windshield is nicely cleared up now. Some of the fog that I saw after I wiped off the water on the outside has gone now. There's a 747 I parked next to when I got gas yesterday, and I'll plan on stopping on the way back to fill up.
For several years, I dreamed of landing at Stehekin State Airport. While I play video games far less frequently than once in a blue moon, I did fly into Stehekin multiple times using Microsoft Flight Simulator. I thought it was totally awesome and couldn't wait to try it for real. Well, today is the day. The goal for the day's flight is first landing at Lake Wenatchee State Airport, another grass strip in the middle of the rugged Cascade Mountains. After that will be Stehekin. On the way home, I plan on flying the entire 55-mile length of Lake Chelan.
Boy, it looks actually more hazy than I was thinking it would be up here. I'm just thinking about what Gene taught me about talking to the tower. Just tell them what you want. Just tell them what you want. You don't need to sweat it, not a big deal. Just tell them what you want. So it's much hazier than I was hoping it would be today when I look this direction. Hopefully, well, I'll be close up to some of the mountains, so those will be clear, but yeah, it's disappointing. Hopefully it's just morning haze, and hopefully it's something that burns off. Hopefully it's not just smoke. Let's switch the other frequency to 122.8. When I fly over Ephrata, I'll let people know what I'm doing. It says my whole flight's going to be 2 hours and 52 minutes. Of course, it's going to be probably 2 hours more than that. Because I'll plan on, well, I'll land at Lake Wenatchee, but I think I'll just probably taxi back and take off. I think then I'll probably spend a little while at Stehekin State. I'm going to fly right over Ephrata. Actually, let me get slightly over this way. So far, it is nice and smooth, so I'm just about out of the Class D. But like I said, those guys are really hands-off. They'll like say, come on through, and then just won't talk to you again. So 122.8, let's go ahead and switch over. Ephrata traffic, Silver Luscombe, about 4 miles to the southeast, overflying the field at about 3,000, Ephrata. I don't know why I said about 3,000. Don't need to say that. No need to say about. No one's looking for my altitude to the foot. You know what it'd suck? To drop that cap and have it go down below the floorboard. Yep, so this used to be a much bigger runway, it looks like. Well, definitely. Then they just let it rot and shortened it and put some X's on it and made like the last, or like a middle piece of it, I guess that would be considered a displaced threshold. I don't know, it's kind of irrelevant because it looks like the new runway. It's pretty obvious it doesn't even start yet. So that's interesting. Then there's another one that's X'd out. So this was a pretty awesome airport at one point. It's actually still pretty cool. It's got this one running this way, east-west mostly. Then it's got two other, I think, two parallel runways running north-south. But then multiple other chunks that used to be around but closed.
Now Ephrata Municipal Airport, it was created in 1939 as Ephrata Army Air Base. Originally used as a support airfield for bombing and gunnery ranges in the area, in 1940 it became a training airfield for B-17s.
Yep, anyway, that's a pretty nice airport. Yep, and as always, the haze doesn't go on forever. The closer you get to something, it appears out of the haze. So it's not usually, I was going to say never, but not usually as bad as you might think it is, or maybe it looks. Ephrata traffic, Silverlusk, come over midfield, transitioning to the northwest at 3000, Ephrata. That looks like a mansion right there that I'm turning back towards. That's a frickin' mansion. There's another nice one over there. Holy crap, that guy's got a monster flag. That is just a gargantuan flag. Guy's got a sweet house, big old shop, nice little yard, and a frickin' giant American flag. Must be nice. Having money. I guess it's all relative. Some people probably think I've got money. Yeah, I don't like the haze at all, but it's not terrible. Not terrible. It'd be nicer to have really stunning views of the Cascades this morning, but I don't think that's in the cards, unfortunately. So let me take a look here. See, I'll fly over the Columbia, then I'll start having to gain some altitude. And the airport's at about 2,000, so oh, but there's someone going in there now. I see him on ADSB. So let's go ahead and switch to 122.9. And then I'll probably be on that just about maybe the rest of the day until I'm coming back here. Fish Lake is a little lake, and then of course Lake Wenatchee is the big one. But yeah, there's a plane going in there. Oh, no, he just flew over the field. Maybe it was just like a practice approach or something. So the field's at 2,000. So pattern will be 3,000. I'm at 3,000 now. But I am probably going to have to climb up higher than that to get over some of the mountains that are before that. May need to get up to 5,000 or more. Huh, this is some pretty awesome terrain in front of me. I don't know if I've flown over this before. It's a pretty awesome canyon. So it's almost due east of Wenatchee, like 17 miles. So took me about a half hour to get here or so. 25 minutes flying maybe. And it's actually pretty big. It'd be pretty sweet to fly through. I'll definitely do that sometime. Note to self. What's fuel flow? 5.3 gallons an hour because we are going pretty, so 2260 RPM. It's pretty mellow RPM setting. Waterville. It's 122.9. Did I land there? I think I did. I think that's where you got the grain elevators and stuff. Right next to the... Well... Oh. Waterville? Have I not landed there? I don't think I have. It's not much out of the way. I think I better go there. Waterville. I don't believe I have. It's a little bit out of the way, but not a lot. Waterville traffic, Silver Luscombe, 7 miles to the south at 4,000. Waterville. I don't think I've landed there. That must be Waterville right there. 122.9, 122.9, that's what I'm on. In fact, I think the wind is coming, looking at my glide ring, looks like the wind's coming from the west, which is great. I'll land to the west and then I won't have the sun in my eyes. Oh, and I can see the foothills. Yeah, I don't know if that haze is burning off or if it's smoke still. Not sure. Or a mix. I definitely see some clouds. Waterville traffic, Silver Luscombe, 4 miles to the south at 4,000. I'm going to orbit the field at 4,000, then descend to pattern altitude for landing, Waterville. And that's Douglas, almost off the right wing there. That's Podunkville, almost not a town at all. I think I see the runway, maybe. 725, so not quite east-west, but sort of. Both left-hand patterns, 3,000 feet long. I don't know if that's the runway or not. Yep, it is. Well, no, actually I was seeing the apron, I guess, by those hangars, but those hangars I thought were hangars, so. But the runway's just a little past there, and just a little skinny line. Yeah, but I can see some mountains up there and a drop-off in front of it there. That's the Columbia River. Waterville traffic. Silver Luscombe's orbiting the field at 3,900 Waterville. Yeah, not much wind, so I'll land 2.5 probably. So I'll do a left downwind over the town. So I'll overfly midfield, I think, going that way, and then do a teardrop, so on and so forth. And then straight out in the direction I want to go anyway. Is there a windsock anywhere? Waterville traffic, Silver Luscombe's overflying midfield, and I'm going to do a teardrop 245 for a left downwind for 2.5 Waterville. Yeah, based on my glide ring, not much wind, so. I'm about at pattern altitude. Waterville traffic, Silver Luscombe's on a 45 for left downwind for 25 Waterville. It's a short 45, but it's 45. Waterville traffic, Silver Luscombe, left downwind for 25 Waterville. Yep, the sun's a little bit on the bright side there, for sure. Yeah, okay. The wind is coming from, what would it be, the northwest, I guess, so this is a good direction to land.
Traffic, experimentally 728 Charlie, we're 10 miles to the north, headed down through 5,000 inbound landing, Grand Coulee Dam.
Yeah, and there's a windsock at the far end, at the west end of the runway, so. Waterville traffic, Silver Luscombe, final 25 Waterville. For a second, I thought this was a golf course below me here. Nope, I've never landed here. I didn't think so. Not bad at all. Not a bad approach at all. That's my best approach to any landing I've had in a while, because my approaches and landings have been sucking. I'm gonna go down here and I'll just taxi around and then come back. Oh, halfway marker. That's cool. I have never seen those. That is super awesome. Ah, okay. I saw the wind tee from the air and I'm like, you know what? Is that telling me that the wind's coming this way from the east? But now I see it and I'm like, oh, I understand. I'd forgotten how they're arranged. Taxi all the way to the end and taxi off just for fun. There's a windsock. Which one did I see from the air? I think it was on this side of the runway, but maybe not. Welcome to Waterville. A few hangars there, kind of old and not fancy looking. That's okay. Yeah, I must have seen the one on that hangar there. Barns, welding and machine. Sunglasses aren't super dark, but they're probably a good balance. There's another windsock there. Waterville traffic, Silver Luscombe's back taxiing 25 Waterville. Got a sign there for the tie downs and FBO. That's nice. The halfway marker's nice. That little sign is nice, so you know where to go. Yeah, so it's downhill this way, I think, so good for a takeoff. There's the wind tee. I did see that from the air. Yeah, I still feel like I'm a little heavy-handed with these pedals. I need to have much more finesse so I don't overdo stuff. Oil pressure's good, oil temperature's good, voltage is good.
Come back next time when I fly into the hazy Cascades for an attempted landing at Lake Wenatchee.